Hello, everybody. Hey, today is a special day. So, it is the 6th of October. What's special about that? Well, I mean, it's the day after my mom's birthday. It's the weekend of Columbus Day, so my parents just went out camping. I'm stuck at home here with the dog. But the 6th of October is special because it's the day the Pony movie comes out. All right, I'm super excited about this, and I've read some non-spoiler reviews about how it's essentially like 5 episodes just back to back. It wasn't super stellar, but it wasn't bad. Although on Rotten Tomatoes, it's got a 91% of the audience score, not the official reviewer score. The reviewer score is like 70 something. So I'm hoping it's going to be okay. Today is the opening day, October 6th. It's about 1 in the afternoon right now. My local theater is going to start playing it at 2:15. So I want to be there in time for that. I don't want to have to go to the 4:45 one. I am going to go shave and do something with my hair so I don't look like quite such a neckbeard. And regardless of whether I'm going to go see it with friends later on, again, at a later date, I feel like I have to go do this on the opening day. It's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy, but I'm just going to power through it. I'm going to go up there and I'm going to buy my ticket. And I'm going to go see a pony movie. Gosh dang it, I'm 22 years old. I can do that if I want to. So, I'll see you in a bit. Obviously, I'm not going to film anything inside the theater, but I'll show you all the way up until I get to the theater, and I'll see you after as well. Yeah, I think I've cleaned up enough to trick the theater employees into thinking I'm a normal, functioning member of society, and definitely not somebody with wings on their back. Hey, you know what time it is? It's 8 o'clock!
I've waited far too long for my one moment to shine, to show them all that I'm not like the other Pegasi. But you are told that you are not what they expected. If you cannot push your limits, how do you expect to leave them? In the end, you will finally realize, I can see it in your eyes. Count your stars and all your dreams. Take off to the skies. Shut out all of your doubts and forget what you've been told. This is what it'll take to be a wonderbolt.
We've made it to the local dead mall. There's a Kmart here. There's apparently an aquarium here for some reason. And there's a movie theater here. Just about everything else has died in this mall, but I'm glad that there's still a movie theater. It's not the nicest in the world, but at the same time, the staff's really nice. It's just the condition isn't the best, but the trade-off is that the tickets are not going to be as expensive, so that's going to be good for me. Hello. Can I get one to the My Little Pony movie?
Oh, which one?
The My Little Pony movie.
My Little Pony? You're not the only adult. Popcorn, candy, or cold drink?
I'm going to get a Pepsi, please. I'm in the bathroom right now. I don't know if you could hear any of that, but that was really awkward, but I did it. It's time to go in. Dill pickle chicken sandwich. Movie just ended and I stopped at Wendy's, so I had to get a chicken sandwich because I'm hungry. It's now 4:40 in the afternoon, and as I previously mentioned, I'm home alone this week, so it really doesn't matter when I eat or what I eat. I'll end up cooking stuff later, don't worry. So the movie, it's pretty good. There were 2 pairs of mother-daughter who came to see it, and they walked in just after I did. And there were also 2 dudes there, 2 buddies sitting next to each other. I could only assume that they're also fellow bronies. They looked about my age, I don't know. And they seemed to enjoy it as well. They were across the aisle from me. It was the 2:15 showing.
So it was still technically a matinee. It wasn't a nighttime showing. It only cost me $6.50. I did buy a soda. So altogether I spent about $10. And I like supporting that theater. Like I said, it's kind of a crummy rundown theater, but it's better than nothing. And I still had a good time. Now the movie itself. First of all, the animation. It's done in Toon Boom Harmony instead of Flash. It looks a whole lot smoother. It was really nice. I liked it. Everything looked super cute. And the story-wise, it was pretty good. I mean, I can't really complain. It was definitely not on the level of some of the Season 7 episodes that we've had so far this year, like the Perfect Pair. We got hit with all the feels of learning about Applejack's parents, or the one that I cannot remember the name of, where Celestia and Luna get Freaky Friday'd by Glim Glam, and that was a good episode too. So it wasn't on the level of like super awesome that those were, but it was still pretty good. Also, Glam is not in this film. Starlight Glimmer, not in this film. All I can think of is the Monty Python and the Sir not appearing in this film. Because apparently they wrote it before they were absolutely certain that Glimmer was going to be a part of the main cast. But Trixie made a cameo. She didn't say anything. Yeah, the movie was pretty good. I'd say that there was a certain piece of dialogue. I'm not going to give anything away here, but there was a certain piece of dialogue that Tempest Shadow, one of the main villains, says, like halfway through, maybe a little bit before halfway through, honestly. And just because of that simple piece of dialogue, the one thing that she said, I knew exactly how it was going to end. Like, you could see how the ending was going to happen for the villain. There's also an ambulance right over there, so sorry if you can hear all that. Carry on, ambulance. Do your job. There he goes. Saving the world. And messing up vlogs. But that's okay. He's more important than I am. That's why I'm over here in a parking lot reviewing a pony movie. That guy's got his life together. Where was I? Yeah, so I knew how it was going to end for the villain. Absolutely called it. I wasn't sure how it was going to happen, but I knew, you could predict the ending without knowing what's going to happen leading up to it. And it was pretty good. Another thing to note, there are a lot of songs in this movie. I think there were probably 6 or 7 songs throughout the course of the movie, and they were pretty good songs too. Most of the main characters had their own song. And when I say most of the main characters, I don't mean like each individual of the main 6 got their own song. I mean like the new characters. And the main 6 had a song all together at the beginning. But Princess Skystar got her own song. Capper got his own song. Tempest got her own song. And oh my god, that was great. People are really going to like that one. So altogether, I'd give it a 7 or an 8. I am pretty biased because I like ponies, but considering I give it a 7, and the current, as of looking at it a few hours ago, Rotten Tomatoes is 70% by actual critics, I'd say that's pretty good. I'm saying I'm not too biased because the audience was like 90-something%. And yes, I did like it. I don't know what it could have done better. I can't offer any good feedback in that case, but I do want to say that it was very fun, enjoyable. I liked it. Now, would I recommend it to non-bronies? Maybe. I'd recommend it if you are going with a family member, if you've got a little brother or sister or cousin or something, or maybe your own kids, depending on how old you are. Yeah, go for it. I think you'll still really enjoy it, but it's not, obviously it is a children's film. It's not really something that you're meant to just go and watch by yourself like I did. But I wasn't completely alone. Like I said, there were 2 other bros there as well, so that was pretty cool. They held the door open for me on the way out, and then they started walking away, and I got a refill
on my soda. And then I met them again outside by the parking lot, and he was holding the door again for me. And I was like, oh, hey, thanks again. And he's like, oh, yeah, well, you're welcome. And I asked him what he thought of the film, and he was like, oh, I thought it was pretty good. And I told him I thought it got a little bit overhyped, but it still had a very positive reaction from me. So it's cool to know that there are other people out there like me who did that. Again, matinee showing. There might be more people tonight. And the lady behind the desk was like, oh my god, she was like a lady in her 50s, and she didn't question it, sort of questioned it. I did have to specify for a second time. I had to repeat myself and say, yes, I want to go see the My Little Pony movie. She didn't give me any guff for it. She was just like, oh yeah, you're not the only one. There are others in there. And I was like, oh great, perfect. I'm not the first freak that you've met today. But yeah, I mean, I think I did pretty good there. That was definitely a courage test. I'll tell you that much. But I passed. I did it. I think I've rambled for long enough now. You know my opinion on the movie. I thought it was pretty good. It gets a solid 7, possibly an 8. I don't like doing the points, but you know what? Fine. I'll give it a 75%. I won't do it out of 10. I'll do it a 75%. So I'm gonna finish my last bite of delicious dill pickle chicken sandwich, and I'm gonna drive home and feed the dog because it's just about time for her to get fed too. So long.